Hey collective, how are you? It's been a little bit since I have made a video. Um, just been dealing and healing and moving and grooving through this energy. It's been wild. I don't know about you all, but I've had just an uptake in my actual energy reserves. I've just been really connecting with joy and contentment, but with all of that, there's also been a lot of releasing going on, a lot of crying, a lot of just, feeling that pain as it comes back up again. Um, so if I'm feeling it, I'm sure a lot of you out there are also experiencing this right now. I don't know, for me, it's coming in waves, but I will say I've been just so much more connected to myself, my vessel, my needs. I've been able to set a couple of things down that I've been wanting to just sort of walk away from, just as an experiment, always trying to lead with curiosity. Um, but anyway, that's where I've been at, just doing my thing, like hanging out. I've been called to kind of come on here and be a little bit more vulnerable and expressive and like show you all on this platform like a little bit more of who I am really, like at my core, and like how I live my life. I don't know, but it might be helpful for somebody out there. Man, if it's helpful for one person, like that's all that matters, right? It's just this beautiful capacity to like grow through experiences and view hard times as like opportunities, as springboards for growth, and how we get there, what our own process is, and how we work that out within ourselves, and within our life is also very vastly unique to everybody out there. So I'm like for real a cheerleader for anybody who sees these videos, just to tell you that your story is also incredibly important. Your perspective is so it's the only you. It's the only perspective that we get that's you. Like that's why you're so effing rare. And that's why your perspective is actually really needed on this planet, because what you have to say and some of these like problem solving techniques and things that you use in your everyday life that you think are not that important because they're just a part of your everyday life may actually be life saving, game changer, life changing to somebody. You just don't know what you have gone through and what you have to say and how you've managed to come through certain things, like how you express that to the world. You don't know who you're going to be touching, whose lives you're going to be touching, who you're going to be helping, whose light you're going to be helping to turn on or become brighter, whose consciousness you're going to help expand simply by existing, by being you, and by speaking your own truth. So with that being said, I just have a quick message for you all. I was outside walking my dog. His name is Bodhisattva. I don't know if I've ever like shown him on here, but he is the most amazing. Like Bodhisattva is the perfect name for him. He's 15 and he is just the kindest, little sweetest, like most adorable, precious munchkin. And he's my best friend and I love him. So we were walking this morning and I was drinking my little tea with my yogi tea with like my look, man, I'm bougie in that way, okay? I love reading those positive statements every day, and I save them. I have a whole box of them. I'm thinking about doing some sort of an art project with them because there's just so many, or passing them out to people who really won't appreciate them. I don't know. Who knows? I love being a dork like that. Maybe some of you all are like that, just like real cheesy, like real sentimental. But anyway, whoever this collective is for, oh, I'm getting such a positive, good energy from you all. Okay, so I'm walking my dog this morning, and I start picking up. I live in the same neighborhood. I've lived here for over 5 years, in like just really nice residential neighborhood, beautiful old trees, parks. And I pick up on things, okay, because I'm intuitive. That's why that's why I'm on here doing this stuff sometimes, is because I get these messages and it's just like this overwhelming calling to bring the message to whoever this is, my beautiful 17 subscribers. I appreciate the hell out of you. I really do. I don't know who you all are, but in some way we are now connected, and I love that. Like, I really love that. So thank you to whoever subscribes to this nonsense. You're awesome. Okay, so the message is that, thank you for bearing with me and being patient. Um, People are so envious of what you got. And the message I was getting on that, I think that's not a new message, but is that you're starting to become aware of this envy and what it looks like, and you're starting to see it from a higher perspective. You're starting to really understand where people are actually at in their own journey and how that is manifesting physically for them. And so when envy manifests itself physically, right, it can look ridiculous. It it can feel petty, it can look ridiculous, and if you're not really existing in that space and vibing in that place, um, you know, oh, I think it looks cuter with these out. I don't know, I can't tell you all. I just need a haircut. Anyway, so like if you're not existing in that place, you're not immediately gonna be like, oh, yeah, that person's envious of me, because look, this is a collective who is incredibly humble, who has been through a lot of things, and who honestly just does not have the time. Like like you're not sitting in that place. So anyway, you are, especially if it's like maybe you're like me, maybe you lived in the same neighborhood for quite some time. Like people know you, people know your dog, people know your routine, like, and because of that, you have been targeted. Okay, I don't like to even throw it out there like that, but and sometimes it's not like this over the top people doing a bunch of spell work on you type of stuff. It doesn't have to be so dramatic. It can just be that they know your routine, or they try and throw you off and try and bring down your level of confidence because you're walking around fucking floating. Okay, like you've been doing the work. You like this is the collective here, okay, that's been doing the work, that's been staying in your lane, that's been not bothering anybody, that literally has like 3 phone numbers in your phone. Like for real, like hermit mode is a natural place where you sit. That's what I'm picking up on. But you're just now, because of your humility, because of your beautiful, beautiful willingness to see all of your faults, because you're just so empathic, like there's a willingness to address your ego, there's a willingness to want to get better and to want to heal. And it's not a game to you, this is like a lifestyle. And not that you're not filled with humor and whimsy and all those other things, but like this part of life is literally it's how you live. It's like how you live your life. You don't deviate from it very often. Sometimes you get off the train, sometimes the train breaks down, you got to take a walk around. I think that's like a Jack Johnson song called Breakdown. I think this old train breaks down so I could take a walk around. All the people in the street moving fast as the feet could take them. I just roll through town. Though the window's got a view, and the frame I'm looking through seems to have no control for now. Now I need this old train to break down. Oh, please just let me please break down. So sometimes it be like that, I guess. Oh, I resonate with that so much. Um, and there's like these highs and these lows. But okay, so we're deviating from this original message. But somebody needed to hear that like, the highs and the lows are totally normal. And like you're going on this train, right, and you're focused on, let's say, detoxing. Let's say you're focused on like being real clean with what you put in your body. Like we're talking no intoxicants, like we're talking, I mean, maybe you do your functional mushrooms, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe you're California sober or something like that. Some of y'all are, right? Like, but like there's like a real strong drive to, because sometimes there is in this process, like just naturally to like fucking detox. But then you do that for so long, right? And you're like, you're in need of a change of consciousness. You're in need of something. right? It's like all of this obedience, all of this stuff. There's got to be, and it doesn't mean you have to be disobedient. It doesn't mean you have to go and like if you're not drinking, it doesn't mean you like go and have a beer, or if you're not, smoking cigarettes, it doesn't mean you go and have you cheat one, but like, these lows where we have these old patterns that come back up. Okay. It's okay to give yourself grace. It's a period of time actually to be curious about why that pattern's coming back up, especially if you haven't been actually physically engaging. But if like an urge is coming back up, then there's like a need to look deeper into something. And I really have been getting this sense of like mother and father wounds coming up so intensely the last couple of days, like maybe the last week or so. It's been like such a big theme, like mother and father wounds. So like that being attached to choose some kind of like urges that have been coming up. I'm getting the feeling that for a lot of you out there, this is actually a really good time to purge things that are not for your highest good. Every time is a good time to purge things that are not for your highest good. But in terms of like your astrological transits and what's going on in the sky right now, I would give your transits a check out. Like it's really easy to do that online. You just like type in type in natal chart, astrological transits, whatever. You all are much better at searching shit than I am, I'm sure. But you can get your actual transits, like what's going on in your energy in the sky today at this very moment. There's a website that I use. I think it's astro.astrologycafe.com, I think is what it is. And it gives you just such a wealth of information for free. It's an awesome website. I'll double check that and then like make a video and bring it up again. But or like leave a post or something. I'm just figuring all this stuff out. Anyway, so you all are, so that with all of that being said, the highs and the lows, all totally normal stuff, especially if you allow these feelings to come to the surface is what I'm hearing. Like just really allow them to float to the surface and be what they need to be. But it's more about flipping your perspective. When you're coming at something with like a solution oriented mindset, a problem solving mindset, it's going to, and you kind of inject excitement into it. Like, yes, I get the opportunity to make this situation better. This is a practice that happens over time. But if you continue to bring your attention back to the positive perspective and the positive and the light side of situations that have been like really tough and stagnating for you, like it's a practice, but it's like about when you recognize you're sitting in this lower vibing spot, to say, okay, this is an opportunity to flip my perspective. How can I make this positive? How can I shine the light through on this and make this into an opportunity for growth, into an opportunity for me to literally better myself and better my life, increase my value, right? Increase my value, refine my soul, refine my energy so that I am more valuable. I am more in touch with who I am and with who I like what my purpose is, and I'm more connected to my true nature. So because we've been on this path and we've been doing this and we've been really dusting ourselves off, just continuously dying and being reborn, continuously transforming. This is that collective. Okay. So in terms of people being jealous, in terms of you all starting to recognize, oh gosh, I'm someone that like many people are envious of. How do I wrap my head around that? And how do I become comfortable with that without, there's a delicate balance. You don't want to let that go to your head, because it easily can. You also don't want to let that make you so fearful that you become agoraphobic or like don't want to leave your house or don't want people looking at you. It's about just recognizing that it's because you're doing the work. It's because you've been doing the work. It's because you're so awesome People just can't help but love you. It's not arrogance. It's actually something like my guides have been telling me over and over and over again for months that it's very important that I personally, so I think that we understand the effect that we have on others so that we don't internalize other people's behaviors, actions, words, thoughts, emotions, feelings, all of what somebody else is. We don't internalize that and make that our own, as empaths often do. And we can do, even as healed as we think we are, we can internalize other people's crap really easily. And it's about like always just being so aware of what is going on around you, because right now that awareness is happening. We are opening to that awareness that all of these people actually know who we are, even though we don't know who they are. Have taken an invested interest in our lives and in our routines and in what, like our interests are. And yes, some of them do things on purpose to fuck with you. They do. So can we just come to a radical acceptance of all of that and slingshot right on past it to the solution part of things? How are we going to feel better in these situations that make us uncomfortable? Well, you can take whatever perspective you want. My perspective is that my guides, my angels, source, the divine, God, my dad, whatever it is, however you view that, because it's just this beautiful place where we can believe whatever we fucking want. In this country, we can. And I'm encouraging that. Whatever is comfortable for you. But I think I'm being provided the opportunity to be uncomfortable so that I can grow. Because it's uncomfortable. Like, I'm noticing these things. I mean, there's a very real life experience I just had this morning, and it was eye-opening, and then I realized, oh, and I'm not being petty in my own mind, and I'm not being critical of this person for behaving in this childish way. I've got a couple neighbors who do it, and it's really obvious, and I was allowing it to not be obvious. I was putting my blinders up, like, maybe this is coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence at all. And I'm like, no, man, I listen to my intuition. And if I'm listening to my intuition, these people are doing these things on purpose. So I can let it fester, because that's exactly that's what they want. They want me to lower my vibration and be upset. And instead, I'm just going to be grateful. I'm flattered. I'm fucking flattered that somebody wants to pay that much attention to me. Are you serious? I guess. I mean, I don't get it. What? I'm just noticing my shirt that I have on today matches my tapestry back here. This is Alex Gray is the name of the artist. He does like some album cover work and stuff too. He's phenomenal. But like, my friend gave me this as a gift many years ago. It's so special to me. It's like a Kundalini awakening, right, with the serpent and all. And my shirt today is like representative of the same thing. This used to be a smiley face. The sticker still hasn't fallen off though, so I love that. Okay, so I have been rambling so much. If you're still here, thank you. I really appreciate it. I haven't even pulled any cards. I think this is really me rambling about this shit, because if I'm going through it, so are like so many of you all. And it's really weird, because and I know this is something that's needing to be worked on, this unhealed facet right here, where I feel arrogant or something, or not humble enough in this recognition, but it's just so in my face. Like, and there's nothing I can do about it but be accepting of it, and just understand that, okay, that means that I have influence, and that if I have influence, that means you all have influence, okay? Because like, I'm going along with you all here. Like, I'm resonating with a collective of people. A collective of people is resonating with me. Like, this is how this works. And like, so we gotta like recognize that this means that we have actual power, we have influence, and most of us are like, man, have the best intentions, right? What's that quote? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Oh, goodness. But no, and like we really like just trying to like throw our attention always towards, you know, being a better version, and like kind of staying in our lane and not being so like tell people what to do and judgmental. Like that's just not like what we're about. Like organically, not how we are built from the ground up. We are built differently. And so it's time now with this, like it really made it click in with this real like recognize, oh my gosh, like these women and some men are doing these things like literally on purpose, and they're beating themselves to the ground over somebody that they don't even know, over shit that they don't even know about. It's insane. Like, honey, like I know you all feel me on this. It's like I might look a certain way, carry myself a certain way, um, but I have been through hell and back a million times, and maybe I don't fully look like it, or I don't behave that way, or I'm not beaten down and negative and nasty to people despite the things I've been through. I'm just not that. I'm not that. That's not what that did to me. I really am understanding of a lot of things because of the things that I've been through. And this is the collective I'm talking to. You all are understanding of so many different life situations, experiences, walks of life, because you've literally lived it just in this lifetime. You've lived like it feels like a million lives in one lifetime. You've just been constantly transforming and constantly changing. And what source is really, and what your guides and what your angels are really trying to get you to understand, is that you have a voice because of the shit you've been through. No, you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Maybe you were. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. It's not always about money. Okay, like you can go through mega, uber crazy stuff and have all the money in the world, right? And have a different life experience that shaped you and opened you to these higher energies and your highest self or higher self, and to God and to the divine and to these guides and these other voices and knowings and whatever clairs you are gifted with, right? Like, um, man, I lost my train of thought. It's okay. This is such a ramble today. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, let's get on board, you all. Like, for real. Let's get on board with understanding that your life experience, each of our life experiences, is unique and needed. It's needed. We need to start just fucking inundating these platforms with our stories, with our, not venting, not blaming other people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about healed energy, brothers and sisters out there, like my family. Please, people who are really on this path to healing, people who really are doing shadow work, people who are really integrating, people who are getting the messages, right? So that we need to start sharing how we've gotten to this place and to this point. Okay, we need to start sharing instead of internalizing other people's. We need to get off that train. Okay, it's time to get on the next level here. Like, it does not matter that people hate us. We need to start saying thank you. Like, man, I got a gratitude journal. I'm not even messing with you. This thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. This is medicine. It's medicine. Anytime I get like start getting critical in my head or whatever, like I need to just sit down and write out some gratitude, or stop in my day and in my life, pause and state some fucking gratitude. Because without that, like I get lost. Like I'll just, because I'm so neurodivergent and like I have bad ADHD days, and I'll just get woof off. So it's about learning like how to create that pause. Like for me, through meditation, I learned how to create that pause to know, oh my gosh, nope, this is not a train of thought I want. This is not a trip I want to take today. No. I ain't doing that trip today. Fuck no. How can I problem solve this? I'm gonna lean into gratitude right now. I'm gonna take my energy and I'm gonna place it away from the negative and on to those things that I am grateful for. Hands down, best practice I ever started, like a couple years ago, and like it's nothing that I don't have to do it daily. I used to. I don't have to do. I come to it as a practice when I need to divert my attention away from the negative, because this world is so negative and so it's so easy to get distracted. Ugh. Anyway, love that technique. Fucking love it. Anybody can do it. It's not rocket science. Anybody can start training themselves to take their attention away from the negative to what they're grateful for. Every day you work on it. It's effortless. It really is. Okay. Anyway, so it is time. I think we've been hearing it from like all the tarot readers everywhere, all over the place. That we're being activated, we're being turned on, we're stepping into our leadership roles. We're about to be like the new wave of famous people, like however people out there. I've been reading a lot of really cool stuff though, super uplifting, all these positive messages along the same line. When you start to really notice that people are envious of you, like you cannot avoid it, and you can't be delusional, and you can't lie to yourself anymore, and you can still be humble and still acknowledge that people are like literally very polarizing reactions to you and to your energy. Really, you're not deceiving yourself. You're not crazy. You're not making it up. These people really want what you got. So what that tells me, and what that should tell you, should, I don't like that word either, but what it needs to be telling you is that it's time. If this is what you're noticing, if this is really this experience that you're having, and this is the collective that I'm attracting right now, it's time for you to just say, fuck it. It doesn't matter what people think. You have something other people want, so it's time to start sharing how you got what it is that you have. How did you get this? How did you dust yourself off? How did you clean yourself up? How did you detox yourself? How did you learn how to get to this place? Because everybody's story is different, and I'm tired of just, it can happen in an instant, you can just shift in an instant. No, a lot of this is spent being alone. For me, it has been, at least. I have had to be alone, in isolation, in hermit mode, learning how to sit with myself. Seriously, learning how to not numb myself. And believe me, I can be addicted to fucking anything. I can be addicted to anything, okay? Like, give me a couple days. For real, because I'm a neurodivergent mind, man. I've got like all the ADHD, OCD tendencies, like whatever. I don't necessarily lean into diagnosis, but what I do understand is symptoms. So every day, because I meditate, because I have a meditation practice for real that I've been doing at one foot in front of the other. It didn't start as something that I'm doing today, which is a little bit, like I have a real deep connection with myself and with the stillness now. But it started with like 3 minutes a day, and that's all I could do. But if I couldn't sit still, I would just walk without my phone, and I would go to the park, and I would just bring my attention back to stillness, bring my attention back to nature, whatever it took, man. But over time, all this started to slow down. So now I have the capacity for pause and for mindfulness. You bring it all together, but it doesn't happen all at once. It's not supposed to, it's not going to. And that's why I say you can create subtle shifts in your life that open the door or the window wider for you to start these practices. But it's really about putting these practices into place. And you see what I'm doing now? I'm sharing with you all some of the things that I do that help me have inner radiance and inner peace, and inner joy and contentment, which radiates so intensely that the people around me are envious, right? And they don't even realize that they're envious. And this is what's happening to you all as well. And you're starting to pick up on that because your practices are taking hold, they're taking root. And not only are they taking root, but you are bearing fruit. You're bearing a lot of fruit. It's time to wake up and see the fruit that you're bearing, though. Like, we can't move forward if we don't realize that we're really, literally in the middle of our new beginning. Like you've been working so hard and so diligently for so long, and you've been focused on those times when like you got off the train or the train broke down or you broke down a little bit, because that's what we do. We get to these low points, and that's okay. That's cyclic, that's natural, and that's normal. And we need those low points to have appreciation, and we for the high points, and also as a springboard. We need that opportunity, right? We need that pain to use as a springboard, right? To walk through, to get to our abundance, to get to our next level, to get to our wisdom, because that's what it's all about. So when we come upon these low periods and points in life and we have to get off the train for a little bit, it feels stagnated and it feels stuck. It is not. It's an opportunity to fucking hug yourself and love yourself and tell yourself really good things and gas yourself up. Not gaslight yourself, but gas yourself up. And also be real with yourself and just be like, okay, this is cool. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm not attaching judgment to any of this. I'm just going to be doing this right now. Because it is an ebb and a flow and an ebb and a flow, and it's just you're gonna take off. But what goes up must come down. Thank you, Tom Petty. Oh, love me some Tom. Okay, I'm gonna let you all go. I'm not even doing tarot. I'm not like okay, but I did just pick up this, the sun. This is whatever. I just picked up half of the deck with the star at the bottom. Wow, and the lover's showing as well. I mean, wow. All right, okay. It always makes me so giddy when I touch this. I just love this deck. I really do. Oh, and wish fulfillment. We got 6s, 9s, 17s, and 19s out here as well. Also, I've been holding this in my hand. It's a yogi tea tag, and it says, the essence of life is to communicate love. I'm on here basically begging you all to get on your own platform and tell your own story in your own way, right? Stop focusing on other people's envy and start utilizing that, other people's weird ass behavior. Start utilizing that, not as motivation out of revenge, honey, but as an understanding that you have what all these people want, and so it's time to share yourself with the world so that these other people have access to the levels that you have access to, because it ain't an exclusive club. You just have to do the work. Yeah. And a lot of times it's just an issue of how do I start doing the work? Where do I start? What do I start doing? What does that look like? People want to know the whys, because the part of this process, a really big part of it for a lot of us is, and you already know this, whoever I'm talking to, you know this. And if you don't, you're going to know it now. A part of this process, a huge part of this journey is learning how to let go of the need to know, the whys, the ifs, the whens, the all of what we learned, and like if you took journalism or whatever, who, what, when, why, where, what, whatever. It's a process of letting that go, letting that need to know go, and that doesn't happen overnight either. So we can just celebrate our little milestone wins, our little leaps of faith forward when we allow ourselves to go without needing to know. And that will get us out of stagnation. But we have to be in stagnation to learn how to more efficiently move forward. Every time we're given that opportunity, we know a little bit more from last time, and we learn a little bit more through problem solving and through trial and error, and maybe from learning from other people. But again, this is like a group of people I'm talking to. We're like, you're a pioneer. Maybe you call yourself that, or like in your own head, you think that like this is a new frontier and you're the pioneer, and like you're the one that's actually creating the path and the blueprint, because you are. And that's what makes you a star, is that you're living your legacy. Like it's your life, it's your legacy, and it is on you to share how you're doing this in today's world, in this environment. How are you existing outside of the matrix? How are you doing this? How are you, at least one by one, cutting the cord with those things and becoming like more and more and more the realist version of you? Because it's so attractive to people, it's so magnetic when you are real and you are authentic and you just like come on and you fucking shine like the sun. Like I'm hearing, dude, like, and I have been hearing this, like carrying the thread of raw, like, and having that be activated this lifetime in a major way, to where like your light is fucking turned up loud, and people either love it and they honestly are a little bit in stalker mode over it sometimes, or they can't fucking stand it and they want to see you literally be unalived. Like, it's so polarizing and so extreme. So those of you who I'm talking to, you know who you are. You carry this. You carry this energy. This this abundant energy. Dude, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And you wake people up. You wake people up to the truth. You need to start talking. If you're not doing it now, it's because you're not doing it now. It's because you need to be listening to this video. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you, it's time now. You're turned the fuck up. If you're noticing people everywhere around you are being fucking weird and wily, okay? It's because this has been fully fucking activated, and it's time now. Because not only do you activate other people just by existing, just by waking up every day and doing things for your highest good, I'm telling you, taking care of you is how you heal yourself and heal other people. You dang healer, you big ass healer, you. I'm hearing OG shaman. Okay, somebody resonates with that. OG shaman. Like, somebody calls themselves that. For sure. Somebody does. And then I also have, I wasn't even gonna do this, but whatever, who cares? All kind of purple today. Look, I have on purple too. That's crazy shit. Oh, and yellow. I got my yellow on. Yellow. What? Okay. Anyway, we got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands and the Emperor. Bam. Okay. Look. I don't really consider myself to be a tarot card reader. I interpret the energy the way that I'm feeling it, and I just like to pick up on the signs and synchronicities of what's coming out. I've done a couple of readings. It's not probably like something I'm going to do a whole lot. I more just want to come through and talk about the messages and like what I've really been experiencing in my everyday life, okay? Like, I'm really out here doing this. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. Like, this was not going to be a long message, and it just has become that. And I think it's because like I'm standing in new energy. Like, I feel really like I know I'm embodying more of my own power and accepting more of just myself, and that's just, I'm just integrating more of myself, and I'm feeling more whole than I ever have in my whole life. And if I'm feeling this way, then other people out there are also feeling this way, and it is time for us to step up and start being leaders. It doesn't mean that you have to have a PhD. Okay, I'm not, and I'm also not saying to like go and misinform people, okay? Like, that's not what this is not about swaying people to be anything different than who they are. This is about showing yourself as a testimony and saying, look, I want to talk about some things when I come on here, or I'm going to sing about some things, or I'm going to show you this drawing, and through this drawing, this is what I mean. These are my emotions. This is what I've been going through. How can I help you all? Or let me talk about how I've helped myself, or how somebody else outside of me has come in and given me some tools. So let me share these tools that have been shared with me. Let me share them with you. I'm so just being like, just go out there, you all, and get it for yourself. This is not about money. This is about the abundance of being able, and the strength and the courage of being able to come through. Listen, I've been doing it, so I know what it is to come through some of this shit. It is so intense. It really is. But we're not alone. We are a whole collective of people, and we're getting bigger, and we're getting stronger, and we're getting more courageous. All right, and now it's time to take a stand. Let's take a step forward today, whatever that looks like. It doesn't have to be influencing or talking or having a platform. It can simply just be speaking to a stranger today, or stepping outside of your box of comfort in some way that you didn't do yesterday. That's all I'm asking, okay? Because it's time. And you ain't doing this work for no reason. Of course you're doing it for you, and you're doing it for your higher power, or for your family, or for whatever. And for me, I don't know, at least for me, I'm doing it for the collective. Like, when I step out and I run, like most days, I think I've said this before too, like I'll start on an uphill. It's pretty like intense, double steep, like 2 hills in a row. And I call that nailing it in. And the whole time I'm running, I am being grateful in my head. I'm doing, and I'm saying, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for the collective. If I can't do anything else in this moment, I can do this, which is helping myself be a healthier version of me. I'm not only physically becoming stronger, healthier, but I am mentally and spiritually upping my game. And this is one of the ways that I practice and I do that. And I'm always in the very beginning going up those hills, like, because it's not, when you very first start, you're not in the move and the groove and the rhythm, right? Like it takes a second. um and so I'm like, it's not even about that. It's about changing the way I think, putting myself through the most pain I'm going to go through in my run. It's right in the beginning, I promise you. Everything's sore, everything's like but I'm taking the time to have gratitude, and I am changing the way that I think. I am rewiring my brain to think positive thoughts, to think optimism, and to think joy and contentment and gratitude when I am feeling physical discomfort and pain. And it works. It works. These little techniques, and this is what I'm saying. Y'all need to start sharing your shit with people because it's so cool. If I've managed to like make my whole life different just by incorporating these little things, I know you all have some mind-blowing shit, because I'm telling you, you all out there are some of the most gifted people, the most gifted souls on this planet. Yeah, y'all have cool ass shit to share, and I want to hear it. I cannot wait. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. It has been so long, and I've just been yapping away. Anyway, all right, you all have the most beautiful day. Thanks. If you've listened to this far, if you could at least like just give me a like, a thumbs up or whatever, or leave a comment for real. Like, you want to donate, that would be awesome as well. But I don't give a shit about it. I don't do this shit to, like, listen, I'm poor as hell and I don't care, all right? It don't matter to me. I am always so provided for and so taken care of, all right? I cannot wait to hear your all stories. I love you all so much. I hope you have the most fabulous day, and just like go and shine as bright as the fucking sun, okay? Because that's the energy you carry, and this is who you are. You illuminate, you awaken, you shed light on situations, and you bring warmth and healing. And healing with your wide open ass heart, okay? Like, keep being who you are. Be more of who you are. Just freaking radiate you and know that you are doing the right thing. Open your mouth. Tell some people some things. Not in an effort to change them, but just to share yourself, share your joy, share your magnetism. Really learn how to give that appropriately into the right people at the right time, and learn how to give that more to yourself as well, okay? Because it's all about balance. And we did see the lovers coming out, which I always think, first and foremost, you got to have that internal balance of masculine and feminine, right? Of do and be. Okay, I love you all so much. Today is going to be such a good day. I'm feeling so joyful about it, and sending you all so much love and positivity and healing. And I just know it's getting to you. Like, I know that, like, this, what I'm feeling is totally is going directly to who it needs to go to. And I couldn't be more grateful. Okay, I love you all. Until next time, bye.